and welcome to Class Time, CSEC Math. And as usual, you can watch this lesson in real time on Television Jamaica's YouTube channel or OneSpot Media. I am Camille Johnson Burrell.
And I am Tamika Lodge-Fenton. And today we'll delve into the world of consumer arithmetic with a look at profit, loss, percentages, among others. Let's get started.
So Tamika, let's take a look at the objectives for today.
Most definitely.
So objectives for today: 1, calculate discount, sales tax, profit or loss. And 2, express a profit, loss, discount, markup and purchase tax as a percentage of some value.
Sounds good.
What? Consumer arithmetic.
What is consumer arithmetic?
Well, the word arithmetic to me means maybe some addition, subtraction, multiplication, some operations in math.
Sounds good. What about the consumer part though?
I think
consumer arithmetic.
All right, so consumer, I may be a consumer. I can buy, or I can be a merchant, I can sell. So buying and selling.
All right, so we talk, the consumer part is when you are buying, okay? So when you are a part of the buying process, and then you did say add or, you know, those math things, those math operations.
Yes.
So let us formalize this definition. What is consumer arithmetic? Consumer arithmetic is a field of mathematics which shows you how to use your basic math skills to apply in real life situations, such as buying a car, budgeting your money, investing, paying your taxes, just to name a few things. So you pretty much got it.
I'm almost there.
You're almost there. That was a good look. So we all are consumers because we buy things, as you rightfully said. All right? Let us look at some key terms in this consumer arithmetic thing, though.
Yes, because if we're doing consumer arithmetic, we do have
some terms that we need to be clear about.
So we have cost price.
Tell me about that.
The amount of money that you pay for an article. Or it could be a
services.
Yes. Also referred to as original price or the buying price.
That's right.
But if we have cost price,
we must have
selling price.
There you go.
So tell me about selling price.
The price that an article or service is sold for.
So that means the cost price
and the selling price.
Not the selling price.
No, but there is a relationship. What is that relationship?
Here we have it. The selling price could be the cost price plus the profit.
Now what happened? You tell me, every business that open, everybody that buy and sell, do they always make a profit?
No, because sometimes you hear of maybe businesses
closing,
bankruptcy, closing down, and they're just selling out, clear and sale.
Right.
Could be.
So there are times when the selling price talks about a loss, includes a loss. So when the cost price subtracts a loss, we still have a selling price. Now let's be a little bit more practical. Say you bought that watch for $500.
More than $500.
All right. Say you bought it for $500.
All right.
US.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Sounds better.
And you sold it for $300.
I can't sell it for $300. I'm going to be at a loss.
There
I'm
you
going
go.
to lose.
There you go. So your selling price would have been your cost price for $500. Subtract how much money you lost, which would be $200.
I lost $200.
There you go.
That is how I get the $300 as
there
my selling price.
Go.
So that means we have to be very mindful.
We have to pay attention.
Yeah, man, when we're doing business.
We are doing business. In order for us to make sure we experience profit, we have to pay attention to that cost price. Now, we must remember, as consumers, though, consumers pay cash price, which would be the selling price of the merchant, the person who is selling the goods or services. And so we we really are talking about when we go to buy an item, we're looking at the cash price, which would be the merchant's selling price. All right?
Sometimes we refer to it as marked price as well.
Or that, exactly.
Yes.
But unless we are the merchant, we wouldn't really be looking at the cost price. Great. All right. No. We can offer you a big discount, Camille. When you go to a store and you see this, what happens? How you feel?
I think of sale, especially the day after Christmas.
You think of sale.
Sale.
Awesome. So when we talk about discount, we're really talking about sales. Let's just look at discount a little bit.
Spending less.
Spending less.
All right.
All right, so what is discount?
Discount is a deduction from the usual cost of something.
Exactly. So as you said, you're spending less. All right, discount can be stated in
Different
three
ways.
or in different ways, I should say. It can be in dollar amount, so we can say you're getting $100 off, or percentage, 25% off, or a fraction, you're getting half off.
But you know what, there are some keywords too when we're thinking of discount, because maybe we won't necessarily only see discount.
Right. So we want people to know that when these words pop up, it is still a discount.
Yes.
And these words would be like?
Markdown.
Right.
Reduction. Cut. Deduction. Rebate.
Look at that.
And knock off.
That's right. I like the knockoff one.
No.
Knock off the price, man. Knock off the price.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there are various percentages that we can look at when we talk about discount. We'll look at some more. All right, so we just looked at discounts. Let us apply this to this particular scenario. What is the best order? Kylan's graduation dress costs $7,000. Kylan can use two coupons to get the best discounted price for the dress. Which order would save her the most money? You need to tell me why.
I don't know what the coupons are.
So the coupons are save 10% or save $10.
I would go with save $10 quick, because as I look, I see save $10 and I'm excited. So I'll save my $10, which would be $6,000, so $7,000. And when I save my $10, it would be $6,990.
Okay, wow.
And then I go and try and figure out what my 10% is, which is $690. That's what I would do.
But why wouldn't you try to save $700, since 10% of $7,000 is $700? That's more. And then you can take the $10 off that afterwards. So basically, you want to find 10% of the large amount. More money. If you find 10% of more money, it's still going to be a bigger cut, a bigger discount.
Look at it from that angle, you know. So never did, but
I
I'll
would
work
suggest
with
to
it.
Kyle to use her save 10% first. Because in this instance, 10% is more than $10.
It is, because
Right.
10% of our $7,000
is
$700.
Right.
All right.
So after she uses her 10%, she takes off her they take off $700, then she can save $10 more.
All right, reasonable.
Great. All right, so now that we get Kyle buying her dress, let us look at this other activity.
So Samson's father will be celebrating his 50th birthday in April. April is next month.
There you go.
He saved $9,500 for a gift. Samson decided to purchase a pair of shoes for his dad, so he went to Payful Shoe Store. When he arrived, he realized that they were having a sale of $420 off men's footwear. He saw a pair of black shoes with a marked price of $5,500 and a pair of brown shoes with a marked price of $6,200. He is excited and he wants to purchase both pairs of shoes.
So the question is, can Samson purchase both pair of shoes? Does he have enough money for that?
$9,500 is enough money.
So
of course, I'm going to show you him can definitely purchase those two pairs of shoes. So watch now when I
rough checking,
Samson.
it looks all right.
How much we said Samson has again?
He has $9,500.
All right, $9,500,
Yes,
right?
the black shoes.
The black shoes, so the pair of black shoes.
It's marked at $5,500.
$5,500.
Right, and the brown shoes is $6,200.
All right. So you know what I'm going to do first? Because I think I'm going to get whole heap of discount if I find my total. If I just add
figure
my black
out.
shoe and my brown shoe, I put them together to find out how much money he would really spend.
Go
and
ahead.
then I use my coupon. All right, so here now we have, so the total that he would spend then is my $5,500 plus
Your
my
$6,200.
$6,200, which would definitely give me my $11,700.
Right.
But I'm not finished yet. So, Samson is getting a discount of $420 off each footwear.
That's right.
So if it's each footwear and it's 2 pairs of shoes he wants to purchase, that's $420
multiplied by 2.
I
All right,
want
you're going to add it.
All
Fine,
right, all right.
Fine, add it.
So if I multiply it by 2, it's
get
the
the same
same as
thing.
adding by 420,
Right.
which would be my $840.
There you go.
So right here now,
You're getting a discount of $840.
Yes.
Check it from your total, because I can rough check
I'm
it.
going to let you know. So the total with discount
Would be
gives me my $11,700, and I'm subtracting my $840.
right.
So this would give me, let me
The
write this a
60.
little bit better
Right.
so our viewers can see us. So it's $840. So here we have now. And I know everybody knows how to do their calculation
With their
already.
regrouping, right?
Yes.
So your $1,000, you move it and you take out your 800 from it, right?
So guess
right?
what? I'm so disappointed.
Because I was telling you that it never looked possible.
Can't work.
It can't.
Cannot work.
Because he's going to need to have $10,860 and he only has $9,500.
Can't work. So that means we have to go figure out
We're
what
probably
we need
going to
to
have
do.
to get a little bit more money. Let's see if him can ask his cousin, James, to help him.
But how much money we think he's going to need?
Let's calculate that.
So here we now have, so he now needs to have $10,860. How much we said he had again?
$9,500.
$500. So when we work this out, this is what we arrive at. He needs $1,360.
All right, so that's one way we could definitely do it. So
there's another way?
of course.
Which
If
other way?
They told us that there's $420 off each men footwear, right? So of course we know what Samson has, $9,500. We could take away the discount off each shoe. So $420 from the $5,500, and then we would end up with $5,080. And then we could definitely take away the $420 from the $6,200, which gives us $5,780. So this will give us the 2 prices for the shoe with the discount taken off first.
Oh, so you work it with the discount first. All right.
And then I could probably have a better look at it, because I know 9,500 is less than 10 grand. And if I look at my prices when I take off my discount, I see 5,080 up there and 5,780. Clearly, I don't have enough.
So you're
don't have
estimating?
Yes, man. Right? So when you add these 2 prices for the black and the brown shoe, we get the same that you got,
Oh, because of course we're going to get the same.
Have to.
All right.
10,860 is the total cost. And as you rightfully said, we have to examine what the total cost for both shoes with what Samson has. And clearly, we need to give Samson some money.
Samson don't have enough. It's a pity, but maybe him can save some money in March this month. To
Or
try
you can
and
buy
do it.
one pair of shoes and buy
No, Samson wants to buy his 2 pair of shoes. Leave Samson alone.
All right. So Samson need to get $1,360 in order to purchase both shoes.
Reasonable.
All right. So we can look at another activity.
Bailey went to the supermarket with her mother. While she was there, she noticed there was a special on snacks she loved. 20% off the original price for cheese puffs, cheese balls, onion bits, and Club Social. Or if she spends a minimum of $500, she can receive a $150 discount. Bailey wants to know the better deal if she buys 2 cheese puffs, 3 cheese balls, 2 onion bits, and 5 Club Social. The unit prices of each item is seen in the table.
Okay, so we know Bailey wants to buy some snacks. There's 20% discount on all the snacks that she wants to buy, right? So what she needs to figure out if the 20% is going to be greater than the 150. Now, let's see how we're going to do that. All right? So we have, she wants 2 cheese puffs, which is 80 plus 80.
$160.
Right. 3 cheese balls.
And
is
1
40.
cheese ball was for $40.
Right.
So it's 3 multiplied by our $40 to give us $120.
Right.
And here we have 2 onion bits. And remember, 1 onion bit was $75. And then she needs 5 Club Social. And 1 Club Social, $25. So 5 multiplied by $25 is $125.
All right. Now, because there are 2 criteria here for her to get discount, she has to pay attention. If the money doesn't not make it to $500, she can't get the $150.
No, she can't get that
She will just get the
$150
20%.
discount. No,
right?
no. Mm-hmm.
But if it does go over 500 or more, she can choose if she wants to use the 20% or the $500 contingency discount, which of 150.
She can work with anyone.
All right, so we total it. And look at that.
$555.
All right.
But guess what? What if Bailey wants to know what would the 20% be?
There you go. So 20% off $555 is $111.
You know, just looking at this,
You can tell.
I think, yeah, man, we can tell because when we look, the total cost of all the snacks Bailey wants to purchase is more than $500.
Exactly.
And remember, we were told that if she spends a minimum of $500, she will get a $150 discount. So looking at this,
looking at that, 20% doesn't look attractive
not
right
working
now.
good for her
so
right here.
although we can do the calculation, so she would pretty much be paying $444. But we now realize that the 150 is much more. So she will end up paying $405. So it's important when we go out there and we are consumers to pay attention to the discounts, to the things that's being offered to us. And with consumer arithmetic, we can definitely work out these things and make the best decisions.
Yes.
All right. So, sales tax. What is sales tax?
Everything is tax, Tax on gas, tax on clothes, tax on food. So when I think of sales tax, I'm thinking of some tax.
All right then. All right. So when we purchase goods and services, there is a tax that is applied to some things. Not everything attracts tax, but let's look at it in a little bit more formal way. A sale tax is a consumption tax imposed by the government on the sales of goods and services. Jamaica requires 15% sale tax on various goods and services. All right.
So maybe I'm just thinking that means we have to pay tax then on everything.
I made sure I put various goods and services. So not everything will attract tax. And please remember, the tax is the government's money. So when our merchants collect the tax, it ought to go to the government. And when we pay tax as consumers, it is something that adds back to the development of our country. All right.
All right, so let's stick a pin right there. It's time for the break. This is Class Time, CSEC Math. More after this.
Welcome back to Class Time CSEC Math. We've been looking at consumer arithmetic. Let us continue to look. So we left off at sales tax, and we spoke about the tax that the government should get, and Jamaica requires 15% tax on various goods and services. So let us look at our first activity.
Well, the first activity that is about sales tax, but we are still doing activity, so we're looking at activity 3, but it's the first activity for sales tax.
Most definitely.
So here we have Kim. What do we know about Kim now? So Kim is buying 4 taxable items at the supermarket priced $120, $300, $450, and $130. The prices are exclusive of tax. She is wondering if $1,000 is enough money for the 4 items, or will she need more money? What do you think?
Well, I'll have to check how much those things cost, and then figure out if she's going to need more than $1,000.
But hold on, we just spoke about tax. I don't hear you say anything about tax.
Oh, yes, those words.
Yes,
so the prices are exclusive of tax. What do you mean exclusive? What do you mean?
Exclusive. So we have exclusive and inclusive, right?
Right. So exclusive of tax means?
Must outside of tax.
All right.
Outside of
and
tax.
Inclusive of tax means?
That one includes the tax.
Okay,
so the tax would have been included already in the price of the goods.
So what you're saying then, that $120 does not have tax in it?
No, it's plus tax.
Oh.
So you see, when you go to the stores, look carefully.
If they have plus tax.
Okay, and if you don't see plus tax, look if you see a large or a small
on a little price.
Money, yes. And then you will see this large money, you know. Mm-hmm. And you're wondering, oh, is that you're going to pay? Mm-mm. Pay attention, look carefully if you see a smaller money. Otherwise, because that one may include the tax, and you have to be careful.
So what you're saying, some of those stores that we're shopping at, they have tax inclusive, and some have tax exclusive.
Yes. So we have to know what we're buying. So whatever we're buying, we need to know if it is inclusive of tax or exclusive of tax.
Because remember, we said, consumer arithmetic helps us to budget. So if you're going to the cashier and you want to kind of estimate, which I've been doing for a while, approximating,
kudos.
Right? You pretty much want to know if the money that you're using to estimate your total bill is with tax or without tax. All right.
Great.
So let us help Kim figure this out. All right. So Kim is at the supermarket and she has a few items that she wants to purchase. All right. So she has the items are costing $120, $300, $450, $130. When we total that, we get $1,000. Is this all Kim will be required to pay? I know this. No, it's not.
Okay.
All right, I know this.
Good job.
We recall that the prices were exclusive of tax.
Yes.
So we're going to have to figure out what is the payable tax on $1,000.
And we did say we're looking at 15% of the sales tax.
Most
so the sales tax here would have been 15%.
Yes.
So it would have been 15% of our $1,000, which is $150.
Great.
What is $150 Kim going to pay?
No. She's going to now add the tax to the total of the items that she had picked up in her cart, trolley, whatever she was using. So now she's going to pay the $1,000 plus the $150, which is $1,150. All right.
Reasonable.
So Kim going to need more than $1,000.
Yes, she's definitely going to need more than the $1,000 that she went to the supermarket with.
Maybe she has somewhere outside or in her purse or somewhere. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we're on to activity 4.
Let's see what activity 4 is all about. And I think activity 4 should be talking about Chrissy. So
yes.
Chrissy is moving into a new house, right? Mm-hmm. So Chrissy is moving into the new house and she wants to purchase a toaster oven from Ports for $8,500 plus a sales tax of 15%.
That's right.
Chrissy wants to know the total cost of the toaster oven. So remember now, $8,500.
Right.
But there's a but.
There's a sales tax.
Plus the
15%.
sales tax, which is 15%.
15%,
Good.
right.
So we know that, Chrissy, the cost of the oven.
It's $8,500.
Yes.
And
$8,500.
Right.
And our sales tax is
15% of that $8,500.
All right, so now we need to find what is the sales tax of the toaster oven.
Right.
So the sales tax of toaster oven gives us our 15% of our $8,500.
Correct.
Now, when I'm simplifying here, I'm left
100
with
goes with
my 85, and when I'm multiplying across, I get $1,275. So guess what? She can more than afford it. I finish $1,275. Chrissy going to pay for that toaster oven.
Wow, that's very ambitious, but I am sure that ports want to collect the $8,500 as well.
Oh yes, it's so no.
Yes,
oh,
she's not
yes,
just
it's
paying 15%
plus.
off it.
All
She's
right.
paying 15% plus the cost.
All right. So the cost of the toaster oven
Right.
plus.
We
the
want to
sales
use
tax.
total cost because you have cost up there as $8,500 already. Let us use total cost. Great.
Plus the sales tax.
Right.
Gives us our $8,500 plus our $1,275. And for those who may not be able to work it horizontally, let me try and put it vertically for us. So here goes. $9,775.
That is what she is required to pay
money
in
that, you know.
total.
It's a pity it wasn't $8,500.
Maybe she can get a discount, man.
Inclusive of tax.
That would have been nice.
And as you rightly said, maybe she can get a
Maybe
discount.
she can get a discount. You never know.
Oh, you worked it out as well?
Yes, man, I did.
Oh, okay.
So we have 15% of it as what you did. And then you realize that it is what you said, $1,275. And you would combine the $8,500 with the $1,275, and we would have gotten $9,775 for the toaster oven from Ports, and she would have been able to afford it if she had at least 10 grand.
All right, all right.
Right.
So we looked at discount, we looked at sales tax, and now
Right.
we're looking at profit.
Most definitely.
So let's run straight into profit. So profit.
And we know when you start a business, when you're selling, buying, when you're selling, let's start with selling. You
All
want to make a
profit.
There you go. What is that profit?
So the profit is seen as an increase or gain. If you trade an item at a higher price than it cost you, then you would have made a profit. When the income is greater than the expenses, there is a profit.
All right. So let us look at this illustration. You can see it. I mean, just to let you look at what profit is. Income, whole per money, expenses, little bit of money. So clearly, the profit is there.
There,
See?
yes.
So income is greater than expenses.
Expenses, yes. So since you look at profit,
What happens if your business is not making the money?
we spoke about this earlier.
we did.
We're at a loss.
Yes. So what if your expenses are greater than your income? Then you have a loss. Loss is seen as a decrease. When a trade occurs and you receive less than you paid for the item, you experience a loss. And we spoke about your watch.
I don't even go back down that line about you $300. No,
Right.
no. All right, but that would have been a loss. Yes,
Yes, it
that would
would.
have been a loss.
All right.
So we know profit, we know loss now. All right, so let's see if we're really following.
All right.
So Mark purchased some mangoes and sold them for a lot of money. Enough money. He told his friends that he made a profit and they should try it. Do you think his friends should follow his advice? So think about it.
Well, I don't even know what Mark buy the mango them for. What is a lot of money?
Enough money. I have to tell you.
How we know that Mark make a profit? How Mark know he make a profit?
Come on. Believe me, man. Take my word
Well,
for it. Enough money.
Let me answer the question. Do you think his friends should follow his advice? Not with this information.
Of course, definitely.
No, I think Mark needs to tell me some more things.
What should Mark tell you?
Let's talk to Mark. So,
Mark?
after talking to Mark,
Okay.
Mark said he paid $1,000 for 10 mangoes and sold one mango for $200. No, Mark, making sense. No, we can do some calculations here.
So if Mark basically bought them for what, $1,000?
$1,000 for 10 mangoes.
And it's 10
Right.
mangoes.
So we can figure out how much he paid for one mango.
So we know that Mark would have spent
$100.
$100.
And he sold it for $200, Mark. I make money.
Double it.
I tell you.
Double.
So
I need to meet Mark
I
in
think so
real
too.
life.
So I can definitely tell Mark friends that they can try this. They can try.
They
it.
can.
Hopefully the mango them good and people them still want mango.
Yeah, man. They can.
Right.
So selling at $200 each is a 100% profit, which we know double the money.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Mark can make money out there.
Mark is a smart boy. All right. So here goes now. So now we're looking at a bakery, right?
Yes.
And a bakery made $25,000 1 week. They paid the workers $8,000. Electricity cost $2,000 and other expenses amounted to $3,000. But what do we need to know now about the bakery? So we know how much money is made. We know how much is going out. And
Right.
These monies that going out, what we call them again?
We call them expenses, man.
Right.
We come like in Jamaica, call them bills.
Bills. So
So they're expenses,
Yes.
right? So the question is, was this a profitable week? Could we say it was a good week? So let's look at what is
We
happening
can't
first.
just look at it like this and say, it make 25 grand. We're not business about anything else. The man make money.
You're so right. A lot of times, people think that just looking at your income and it says, yeah, man, we make a whole lot of money this week, but that's not sufficient. When you look at consumer arithmetic, you have to look at how much you're spending or how much you said it, going out.
Yes, how much
versus
going out,
how much is coming in. So we made $25,000, but out of that $25,000, I have to pay the workers $8,000. I have to pay electricity for 2 and other expenses.
So
3.
electricity is
We
what
have to
again?
combine
$2,000?
those. Yes, ma'am.
And other expenses?
Oh, yes.
$3,000. All right. So in all, we're doing some good expenses here right now, you know.
So our income is
$25,000.
Now let us look at our total expenses.
So $8,000 plus our $2,000 plus our $3,000, which is $13,000.
No, you say you don't really make $25,000?
No, but at least I make something.
Well, no, in business, we need to subtract our expenses from our income to tell us really and truly what our profit is. So, if we could subtract $13,000 from $25,000, we would end up with $12,000. This means it was a profitable week. We made a profit, right? Because the income is greater than the expenses. But the other part of the question was this a great week?
Of course it was.
We can't tell that.
Of course.
No, sir.
They made $12,000.
But we don't know what the other weeks looked like.
Okay, well, that's true. So we really don't have enough information.
Exactly.
To make such a claim.
Exactly.
So we would have to, as you rightly said, look at the income and expenses of other weeks because guess what? Maybe the previous week they would have made...
$12 is a small amount of money.
Yes, and maybe weeks before,
Exactly.
5, 6, 7 weeks before the income...
$120,000.
Or maybe they would have been making
$5,000.
even $5,000, you know, and the expenses are still more than the income. So you know what will
They
take
could have
place.
been making a loss.
A loss will be taking
or
place.
operating at a loss.
Yes.
You can't really make a loss.
No, can't
You
make
just
a loss.
lose.
You can make a profit, but
you operate
at
at
a
a
loss.
loss. All right. So it's important to know how
So
expenses and income relate to each other.
So we know about profit.
Right.
We have some idea.
So let's
of
just repeat
profit
that.
and
Our
loss.
profit, when do we make a profit again?
When you gain.
When we gain. So
Yes.
when our expenses are less than our income.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
good.
So now when you gain...
Exactly, but we have to know when we gain. We have to have more money coming in than going out.
All right.
There you go.
We lose... What you said about...
When you lose now is when your expenses are greater than your income. So you have less coming in, more going out.
I need to know these things so when I start in my business, you know, so I
say,
know that
right.
if when I look things not working right, I'm at a loss.
Or you can adjust your selling price.
Yes, I need to.
So you can make a profit.
Make a profit.
There you go.
Sounds reasonable. So here goes.
Right.
So we are here and now we're taking a look at who is benefiting from this trade.
Yes.
Right? So
let's just look.
Charles purchased 10 calculators from the wholesale for $550.50 each. He sold them to Kerry for $500.
Well, Kerry took all 10 of them for $5,000. Well, I guess you work it out right.
Yeah,
it's
man.
$500 for one.
So what's the price? He sold Kerry a good price.
For Kerry?
It was for Kerry?
It was for Kerry, because Kerry
sure?
benefits, of course. Kerry has benefited. He purchased the calculators for $550.50. And he sold them cheaper. So if Kerry went to the wholesale, she would have paid $550.50.
Boy, so he's operating at a loss?
Yes, man. He'll never think this through.
Because he spent more money
to purchase the 10 calculators.
and he's at a loss of $500.
Him clearly just frightened by the $5,000 bill and say, yeah, man, good price. But he did not check this. So as we said before, if you operate in any form of business, any form of trade, you have to know your unit price, your cost price for the item before you decide what you're going to sell it for.
You know what comes to mind too? It was the other day I heard this young man and he was selling some marinas. So he said, give me $100 for 3, but $30 for 1. I'm like, hold on. I must buy 3 marinas for $100 and him selling 1 for $30. Might as well I go buy the 3 marinas individually. And I will make I'll save my $10, you know.
Exactly.
Not at all.
So we have to pay attention.
We have to.
Right here we see that Charles wasn't paying attention. Charles made an error there. So Charles clearly need to adjust this price. Okay, we're at our second break. We'll be right back after these messages.
COVID-19 is still
Thanks for sticking with us. We've been looking at consumer arithmetic.
If you're just joining us, don't worry. You can always catch what you've missed later on JNN at 5 p.m. So let's continue. We've looked at discount,
sales
profit,
tax, profit, loss,
cost price,
selling price. So now we're going to take a look at expressing these as a percentage
of some value.
Of some value.
All right. What's our first activity?
So here we have Maxine purchased the dress on sale for $4,500 from its original selling price of $6,000. What was the percentage discount Maxine received? And clearly, we can see that she would have received
some discount. Right. She paid $4,500 for a dress that originally cost $6,000. Right. How do we find out the percentage, though?
But before we can find out the percentage, don't we need to know what that discount would have been?
We could. That's one way. So yes, most definitely. So we want to figure out what is the difference with $4,500
and $6,000. All right. So let's take a look.
Sure.
And we hope they are following us at home.
We hope so too.
So here goes. So this is one way, as you were sharing first, that we could have had $4,500, which is the discounted price she paid. The $6,000, which is how much it was originally being sold for. And remember, we are doing what? Percentages. And percentages out of 100. So here we have multiplied by 100 to have given us 75%. But guess what?
What does that mean, 75%?
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, so it really means she paid 75% of the original cost.
So what is that 75% of the original?
$4,500 is 75% of $6,000.
Okay, all right.
So we can subtract the 75% from the 100, giving us 25%.
Yes.
So we know that what was not paid was 25%. So she got a 25% discount.
All right, and guess what? We can look at it, what I was thinking.
Right.
Just subtract.
You can subtract
because I want to know the discount money. I don't want to look at percentage right now.
Fine, you can take it that route.
That's what I want to do. And here we have, when we find a difference between how much it was actually sold for and how much she actually purchased it for.
Right.
She has a difference of $1,500. And it's the same procedure.
So you want to figure out what is $1,500 off $6,000.
Which was the original selling price.
Yes.
And again, we're looking at 100.
25%.
Yes.
So it still lines up with the method that I would have chosen to use.
Fine. I give it to you, I give it to you. So we can look at it from both angles. Yes.
So $1,500 off is the same as
25% off.
There you go.
So let's take another look here at another activity. So Naron sold a phone for $30,000 exclusive of tax.
And we know that word, exclusive. Tax is
Remember,
not in it.
Inclusive, exclusive, we know that word. And now we're looking at exclusive, like you rightly said, not tax, not included.
Right.
So the final cost for the phone was $37,500. Question to you, is the tax included in this $37,500?
Of course, it's more than the $30,000, and it says the final cost.
All right, you're paying attention,
Yes.
all right. What percentage tax was paid on the phone? How you think you would figure this one out?
Well, I would find out what is okay, I think I'd use your method.
All right.
Yes, I would subtract my 30,000 from the 37,500, giving me $7,500. And then I would find out what percentage of the 30,000 is $7,500.
All right.
And that gave me 25%.
But we have a question. Did you know that phones and their accessories attract a 25%?
Yes,
tax?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
All right. I hope we all know that.
Yes, because you know a phone card, a $100 phone card cost
$125. It still costs so much?
I think so.
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's not. Yes, it does.
Of course.
It does. It's the same 25. The GCT is just for other items.
All right.
Yes, it does.
All right. So guess what now? We're taking a look at some CSEC questions, but we're not going to do them. We want them to look at them
to see how to
home.
approach them.
Yes, so we have one on the board. We're going to read it and give them some seconds to write them off. So Paul bought and sold a computer. He wrote his business activity as follows. Cost price for computer, $1,064. Marked price of computer, $1,399. Discount on marked price if Paid by cash, 5%. And we're asked, 1, calculate the selling price. 2, the profit or loss as a percentage of the cost price. So we're giving them some 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for them to take it down. They can even take a photo of it, right? Let's look at the second CSEC question. Mrs. Jack bought 150 t-shirts for $1,920 from a factory. 1, calculate the cost of one t-shirt. The t-shirts are sold at $19.99 each.
Just give them a little idea. What would they do to find the cost, to calculate the cost of one t-shirt though?
They're going to need to, they know the cost of the 150 t-shirts, which is $1,920. They know the cost of one. So they need to divide to find how much
so they
for
bought
one.
150 t-shirts for that money. So if they divide it by 150, they can get that unit price.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And they need to calculate the amount of money Mrs. Jack received after selling all of the t-shirts. The 3, the total profit made, and 4, the profit made as a percentage of the cost price, giving your answers correct to the nearest whole number. And the final CSEC question is, the table below, and we're looking at the table here, shows Pamela's shopping bill. Some of the information was not included. And here we're hoping they can take the little screenshot here
and go and apply all that we would have done today to figure out what is X, Y, and
Z. So we are now at our summary, where we have the cost price, the amount of money that you pay for an article or service, also referred to as our original price or buying price.
Selling price, the price that an article or service is sold for. Selling price is equal to the cost price plus profit. Your selling price can also equal to your cost price. Subtract the loss.
And the discount deduction from the usual cost of something.
Yes.
And finally, we looked at profit.
Is seen as an increase or gain. Loss is seen as a decrease.
All right, so that's it for today. That's all we have time for today, but we'll continue when we look at more topics in consumer arithmetic.
If you missed any of this lesson or you need to go through it one more time, remember you can catch a repeat on JNN at 5 p.m. or on video on demand on One Spot Media. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask,
sanitize, and please be safe.
Hi there, I'm Simon Preston from TVJ. Thank you very much for watching our YouTube channel. To see our latest videos and also to see live events, click here. To see our full videos on onespotmedia.com, click here. Thank you very much for watching.